The seasons are changing. Everything around me is looking pretty dead. It is cold and dark so much more of the day. It is these times in the year where I turn my attention towards the inside of my home and my heart. Today, I want to share with you simple ways that I am finding and creating beauty in my home. Going beyond the beautiful decorations at HomeGoods or finding new things from Target and really just looking at what makes something beautiful and how can we bring more of that into our home to transform our homes through beauty. So first off, I have to share with you this small shop that I came across. The shop's name is Beata Home. The name Beata is Latin for blessed. The owner, Katie, I've had the privilege to work with, has this beautiful vision that the prints from her shop will bless the hearts and the homes that they encounter. It has definitely done this in our home. And that is why I wanted to share Beata Home with you guys. This shop offers curated, sacred, and vintage artwork with so many options for sizes and frame styles, not to mention the incredibly beautiful selection of artwork. There are so many beautiful prints that would be perfect for the Advent and Christmas season. These make great gifts for another. They are archival museum quality prints, which I can say is unlike any other piece of art that I have ordered. When they came in the mail, they are packaged so nicely and the prints are just stunning. I selected that Madonna and Child image that you saw a few moments ago. I was also searching for some seasonal artwork, and Beata Home had so many beautiful vintage seasonal prints to choose from. I had these old frames that I have been meaning to replace the pictures of, and so I just ordered the prints for this exact size frame, and I was able to just pop them into the frame. I actually ended up removing the glass after the fact because I loved the texture and the style of the print itself, that I wanted that to really shine through. And if you order a framed piece of art, you'll notice that it comes not with any glass. And this is intentional because of the style of the printing, and so I ended up removing the glass from my framing. I can't wait for the springtime when I can select some more seasonal prints to swap out. Be sure to check out Beata Home and use my code EMMA10 for 10% off your order at checkout. I'll leave a link in the description box below. Artwork is definitely one way that we can bring beauty into our homes, but that is not the only way. I find that there are so many ways to bring beauty, and one of those ways is through food, making delicious, wholesome, nourishing food. Recently, I borrowed my mom's grain mill to kind of try it out and see if this is something we want to invest in. And full disclosure, it sat on my counter for probably 3 weeks before I decided to start milling flour, and it is very easy. You just turn it on and pour the grains in, and it grinds them and they come out as flour. And so I mixed up my standard sourdough loaf of bread, and I did half with freshly milled flour and half with all-purpose. I didn't want it to be too dense, and I just wanted to see what it was like. It definitely tasted a little bit different, like a little healthier, more of that whole wheat, a little bit denser, but it wasn't overly dense. It still had that chewy sourdough texture, which I was pleased with, and I think we'll work our way up towards more fully, freshly milled loaves of bread, and I just kind of want to do some experimenting. Another thing I am thinking about is getting ready for Christmas, and I had some clementines and oranges that were getting a little extra ripe, so I thought, hey, let's cut these up and start drying them. So I started slicing some of our oranges and started drying them, and then thankfully I was able to borrow a dehydrator from a friend of mine, and so after a couple of hours baking them in the oven, I thought, I'm just going to use this dehydrator. If you do want to dehydrate them in the oven, I just turn it to my lowest oven setting, which I think was 170 degrees Fahrenheit, and kind of rotate them, like flip them every 4 hours or something. And it takes a while in the oven, probably at least 8 hours. I think there's something so beautiful about making something with your own hands. And that's what I think I love most about making bread and cooking from scratch and things, is just the joy and the satisfaction of having created something. I feel very strongly that as humans, we are given gifts and talents and the capacity to learn new things and grow our skills and our talents, and to use them to bring about greater beauty in the world. And that starts in our homes. I recently was on a women's retreat at our church, and the speaker was talking about how beauty can change the world, and she made that even smaller to say beauty can change your neighborhood and just the things we can do in our small little circles within our communities that can bring about change, because beauty has that power. I see this even more clearly in my home, that beauty can change my home and my family. If you're new here, one thing I talk a lot about is Montessori. I have a background in Montessori education. I taught as a lower elementary Montessori guide for 5 years. And in that time, I think I began to appreciate beauty even more, because there's this fascinating discovery about beautiful things that I saw, is that when things are beautiful, when we give even young children really beautiful things, it requires a certain level of care and a level of responsibility to take care of beautiful things so that they can remain beautiful. There's so much value in that, and I think in the desire to create a beautiful home, it instills this desire for good stewardship and like hard work to keep things tidy and clean and organized, because I want to take care of my home and keep it beautiful. And so by having beautiful things, it helps me to be more careful and to treat things with a greater respect. When I have those beautiful things, then it changes my own behavior because of the way that I'm caring for those things. And the more beauty that you have, the more beauty that you want to create. And so it's just this powerful thing that we each have the ability to create wherever we are. Beauty is such a help to me, which is why I find myself chasing after it and like striving and working to create it in my home, because I know how much of a better person it makes me. At the beginning of this video, when I shared with you Beata Home, that artwork is so powerful for me in my home, because it's something that in hard moments of whiny children, or just being in the throes of dinner, to look down my hallway from my kitchen and see this beautiful image of Our Lady and her gentleness and her softness holding baby Jesus, it just gives my mind something outside of myself, outside of my home, to ponder and to reflect on and to think about. I haven't found something so simple yet so powerful to transform my own mind and heart and transform our home. When you are preparing your home, think of where are places in your day that would be helpful to have a beautiful picture, or a lovely vase of flowers, or a little plant, or a bunch of parsley in a jar of water sitting on your counter. And I think if you're anything like me, you'll find that these very simple, small things that you have intentionally placed throughout your home can be a help to you throughout your day. And maybe I feel this way more strongly as a stay-at-home mom, because I am home so much of the time that I need these reminders throughout my day that there is something bigger than myself at play, and beautiful things remind me of that. One thing, when I was setting up my classroom all of those years, I felt like I got very good at hiding ugly things. As a teacher, you have like file cabinets and garbage cans and things that have to be in the environment, but they are not the most beautiful things to look at. Was like my number one mission when setting up my classroom and placing shelves and tables places, was how can I hide these things so that when I'm standing at different parts in the room, I don't see them. And I think I have done that in my home as well. And so that is a good exercise. Just think of those things that you really don't like looking at in your home. Maybe it's a file cabinet, or maybe it's the mail piled on the counter and you just need to get a basket and put all the mail in there so that you can deal with it at another time, or just have a place where it goes. Maybe that's why I have so many baskets, so that I can just hide ugly things in something beautiful. But anyways, you guys, I just wanted to share those simple ways that I am bringing beauty into our home and the incredible impact that it has on myself and our days as a family of 4. Be sure to check out the prints at Beata Home. All the details are down in the description box below, and I will see you next week for another video. Have a great day. Bye.